Hi, today I use peppermint, clear sage, and a frankincense. The smell of peppermint lifts my energy. Frankincense is just divine. And clear sage, I just love it. Mm, balance out my energy. Let's get started on our practice. Bring your arms out to the side. Bring your feet wider than your knees and knees wider than your hips. And start with windshield wiping the legs from side to side. Relax all the hip muscles. Breathing one side and breathe out the other. We're relaxing there. Windshield wiping the legs. One more time, side to side. And then bring your feet hip distance apart, knees hip distance apart. On the very next inhalation, let's stretch those arms over our head, noticing your back is coming off the floor, and noticing the sensation along the side of the rib cage. Breathe to expand the front and side and back of the rib cage. Breathe to allow the belly to rise and fall. And on the very next exhalation, let's bring those arms to your side, palms facing down. At the same time, we're lifting our hip into a hip bridge. Open the front of your hip. Stretch your hip flexor. We're coming back again. On the very next inhalation, lower the back. Stretch your arms over your head at the same time. Exhalation, arms to your side and lift the hip at the same time. Press evenly onto both feet. Let's continue with the same pattern. Two more. Last time. And then let's keep that hip bridge just for a little bit longer. If you like to lace, walk your shoulders closer to each other. Lace your fingers. Draw the knuckles toward the direction of the feet. Make sure your knees are not stretching away or toward each other. Knees still hip distance apart. Energizing the back side of the body, opening the front. Breathe into the front of your body. And then very slowly, let's lower the back onto the floor. And from here, we're going to give our legs a hug. Maybe rock from side to side. Now hug your right leg. Stretch the other leg away from the rest of the body and make it long, and then start to circle your feet and wiggle your toes around this way and that way. And on the very next breath, let's switch side. Now we're hugging both knees in, and when you're ready, squeeze your inner thighs together. If you like, tuck your chin and bring your nose to knee, knees to nose. Maybe rock from side to side. Now slowly relax the upper body. We're going to cross that left leg over your right leg. Squeeze the inner knees together. Stretch your arms to the side and cross your left arm under your right arm. You might give yourself a very tight hug. Or we might come into eagle, arms, legs. If you're able to wrap your legs a few more times, please do that. This is the most I can do. And feel the inner thighs squeeze toward each other. Breathe in, reach your fingers to the top of the head. Breathe out, we push in the back, come to the floor, lift to your elbow and knees come together, tuck your chin. Breathing slowly, we come back. Entire exhalation, push your belly down, spine anchoring into the mat. Let's go there 3 more times. 2. Last one. Now this is nice. Stay at the top. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let your upper body relax. Twist your hip to the right side. The wonderful chest stretch. Now this is nice day. If you always have tight neck and shoulder just like me, I do. Feel free to turn your head from side to side and relax your neck. Stretch your wingspan, your arms away from each other. Both shoulder blades are grounded. Eventually, maybe look away from the direction of the knees. Now let's make our way back to the center. Loosen up the crossing of the legs. And then come back to that windshield wipe. Balance out left and right a few more times. Now whenever you're ready, we come back to the center. Let's place the right foot ankle on actually cross the right leg over the left leg and feel the inner legs start to squeeze toward each other. And then open your arms, your right arm go under this time. And then take a wrap around and breathe in. Lift your elbow, fingers to the top of the head. Breathe out, pushing it back into the mat. Knees, elbows come in together, squeeze. Entire inhalation. Let's slowly open. Entire exhalation. Squeeze. Let's go there 3 more times. 2, Last one. We hold at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax the upper body. Open the arms and twist your lower body to the left side. Again, if you like to turn your head from side to side, please do. Your neck might be ready at this point to look away from the direction of the knees. Breathe in and loosen up the legs and come back to the center. Let's wrap the arms around the legs or the back of your legs. Going for some rocking forward and back. And then let's make our way to a seated position. And then we find our hands and knees. And coming to cat and cow. And continue with cat and cow. One more time. Now we make our way to our neutral spine. Bring your arms down, forearms, elbows about shoulder distance apart. Maybe lace your fingers, maybe keep your forearms parallel to each other. It's optional. You decide whatever feels the best for your shoulders. Bring your knees away from the elbows. And if you are ready, tuck your toes, lift your hip. Engage the thighs, engage your belly, pushing firmly onto the forearms. Now take a big breath in. And on the very next exhalation, let's lower the knees, the thighs, the belly. We'll come into a wonderful Sphinx back bend. Separate your arms. Walk your elbows underneath the shoulders. Pull the shoulders back and down. Push the front of your hip onto the floor and reach your heart forward. Now from here, tuck your chin and we're adding some neck rotation. Relax the neck muscles. Run the chin along your collarbones. One more time, back and forth. Balance out left and right. And let's come to the center and find our back bend. So if you're looking for more, press down to the heels of your hands and start to straighten the arms and coming to that seal pose. Very next exhalation, lower the forearms on the floor, lift your belly off the floor or tuck your toes, lift your hip and coming into hover. Take another giant inhalation and exhale, knees down, thighs down, belly on the floor. Breathe in and maybe rise to seal, maybe stay in Sphinx. And exhale, bring your forearms down. We're going back and forth and breathing, hover or kneeling hover and find that protraction between the shoulder blades. Very next exhalation, let's lower the thigh. Slowly we find our back bend. Exhalation down. Inhalation, hover. Very next exhalation down. Inhalation, seal or Sphinx. Let's go there 2 more times. Exhalation down. Inhalation, hover or kneeling hover. Exhalation down. Inhalation, seal or Sphinx. Last time, exhalation down. Inhalation, hover or kneeling hover. And on the very next breath, we're going to slowly pull the belly, lift the hip. If you like to lace your fingers from here, please do. Coming into dolphin. Lower the knees on the floor. Bring your toes together and sit your sitting bones back. Make our way to child's pose. And bring your hands to prayer if you like. This marks the first 15 minutes of the class. You might exit or continue with some more challenges. Whenever we are ready, come back onto our hands and knees. And tuck your toes. Let's lift the hip. Come to a down dog. Paddle your feet. Wiggle your hip around. On the very next breath in, let's shift the weight forward. Coming to a plank. Exhale, down dog. We're adding on, breathing to plank, or lower the knees down. Knees are hovering the floor. Keep pushing the onto both hands and exhale. Draw the belly in. Send the sitting bones into the ceiling. Heels down. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Bring your body weight forward. Exhale, knees down, pushing onto both hands. Exhale, come back. Down dog. Let's go there one more time. Inhale, way forward. Knees hovering. Exhale, pushing onto the heels, the hands, and lift. On the very next breath, we'll bring that weight forward and take that leg that is far away from the camera. We take it forward, plant the foot in front of the mat to lower the back knee, lower the back foot. Add a big breath in and reach all the way to the ceiling. And maybe come to cactus arms. And breathing, reach everything into the ceiling. And backhand on the knee, circle, rotate into an open twist. Now, if this is nice, Windmill the arms. We're coming into a back bend and a side bend, lateral flexion and extension of that spine. Push that hip forward. And if you're able to catch your heel, please do that. Focusing on how high we can reach. Very next breath. Windmill the arms. Hands on the floor, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, adding a twist to the back wall. Hands down, ground the back knee again. Relax the back foot, plant that front foot firmly. We rise, and this time bring your arms to your shoulder height. The arm that is far away from the camera, and go under. We're taking a eagle arm again. Breathe in, send your fingertips into the ceiling. Lower your shoulders. Be able to add a descent of your hip, please do. And exhale, bring your elbows in toward your belly. Spread your forearms, tuck your chin. Breathe in, energy to your lower body. Upper body rise, lift your elbows away from the body, reach toward the ceiling, and breathe out, fold. Going there 2 more times. Entire inhalation, we rise. Entire exhalation, fold. Last one. And the very next breath, unbind your arms, place your hands on either side of the front foot, and taking the hip that is far away from the camera back into a runner stretch. Now feel free to grab onto your blocks for that one. And this feels nice. Maybe walk the hands to the outside of that leg and adding a diagonal twist and stretch the outside of the leg. And make our way back. We're adding a challenge here. We're going to plant the front foot. Place your hand on the block or on the floor in front of that grounding foot. Lift the back leg. Start to open into a half moon. Breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose, nose to knee, round your spine. Now we're going there again. Inhalation. We open and exhalation. Squeeze. 2 more. Inhalation. Open. Exhalation. Squeeze. Last one. Open and we stay. Bend the standing leg, the floating foot to the very back of your mat. Windmill the arms. We rise into a reverse triangle. And bend the front leg. Let's come to warrior 2. And send your hip back, flow to triangle. And let's add a flow, bend that front knee, windmill the arms. We'll come to sun. And exhale, send your hip to that back leg. Let's go there 2 more times. Very last one. Now we stay here, explore the triangle. And very slowly, place your hands on the floor, walk your hands to the middle of the mat, and tip top your toes and go all the way to the other side. Lower the knee down, relax the foot. On the very next inhalation, we're going to rise. Exhale, cactus arms. Take one more big breath in to the front of your chest and fill your lungs with the oxygen. And then we rise. Place the other hand on the leg and then open and twist. Relax your shoulders. Pretend again you're looking at the back hand or try to touch the back wall. Windmill the arms whenever you're ready. Maybe reach for your heel, maybe hand behind your back. Search for the length. And slowly we windmill the arms. Hands on the floor, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, twist to the other side. Hands down. Lower the back knee, lower the back foot. We adjust and plant our front foot firmly on the floor. And breathe in, open arms to your shoulder height. Exhale, the other arm to the back arm with that belong to the same side as that front leg. Go under, we're going to take an eagle arm and breathe in, send your elbows, fingertips into the ceiling. Let that hip descend if that's nice. And exhale, elbow into your belly, tuck your chin, spread your forearms. We move 4 more times. Entire inhalation, rise, back bend. Entire exhalation, float. 2 more. Last one. And unwrap your arms and hands on either side of the front leg. And take your hip back to a runner stretch. Again, you can reach for your blocks for that one. Reach your hands, walk your hands to the outside of the leg. Now let's go back to that big transitional. Again, have the block or hands on the floor. Whenever you're ready, press down onto that front foot, bend the knee, and then start to open. Half moon, breathe in. And breathe out, elbow, knee, nose, squeeze together. Entire inhalation, we stretch and open. Entire exhalation, squeeze. 2 more, inhalation. Exhalation. Last time. Open. And bend the standing leg and ground the other foot. Windmill the arms so we're coming to that reverse triangle. And then carefully bend out for a knee and going toward the toes. We're coming to warrior two. Shift your weight to the back leg. Windmill the arms. Triangle. Slow. Knee toward your toes. Windmill the arms. Sun. Reverse triangle. Two more times. Last one. Explore. Now we carefully bend our front knee, place your hands on the floor, and then free that leg back. And then from here, we shift our weight forward and come back to the plank, lower the knees, we hover. Exhalation, pull that belly in, send your sitting bones into the ceiling. And the very next inhalation, shift your weight forward, pushing the floor away evenly with both hands, knees hovering. Exhale, go back, lift the hip. Two more inhalation. Exhalation. Last one, we're gonna stay. This is a bear crawl. Bear crawl. Stillness. Very next breath, we lower the knees down. And from here, you can always come to child's pose, always trying a melting heart. And keep that hip just above the knees. And just manually lift the tailbone up and start to let your chest descend. You can always relax your head on the forearms. Let your chest melt, or you can stretch your arms overhead, adding some intensity for the back of the shoulders.